Hey, I'm Mac. Welcome to my channel. I'm not even going to promise not to do reaction videos anymore because I keep finding really great ones to react to. This is another one from a Monat Hun who has some very interesting ways of putting things, as well as some questionable business practices. This video is from the Instagram page Not Your Hun. Well, that's where I found it. They didn't make it, but they collected it, and that's where I found this video. And I will also be using a clip from the Monat compliance webinar that was successfully broken into by Savannah Marie, and I'll put a link to her video as well as Not Your Hun's Instagram page in the description. Also, some notes. I screwed up this intro the first time because my microphone was recording with a lot of distortion, which was really strange. Anyway, I got it sorted out. The only audio that's going to be a little bit off is the first little comment that I make, and that's it. And also the lighting and my outfit's going to change. Also, I'm not wearing sleeves in either outfit because it was 105 degrees in Salt Lake City today. That's 40.5 in Celsius, I think, if anyone's not in the US. But yeah, I think those are all of my disclaimers. So let's get to the video. Poof. I'm still here. It didn't work. Can you try it again?
A pyramid scheme or a multi-level marketing company that was a scam would have a 30-day money-back guarantee and give you 50% off products with no buy-in fee to start. I want to be real with you. Okay? Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my IGTV channel. Today, okay, look, I really want to normalize something that I don't think
She's going to use this word normalize a lot. I guess I kind of get what she means by it, but I have to wonder if somebody at Monat higher up used this word in some materials or something, and because now it sounds like she just learned this word. I don't know.
Supposed to normalize. I got into the industry that I now work in almost 2 years ago. Multi-level marketing and network marketing was thought of as a pyramid scheme.
It was thought of as a pyramid scheme before, and it's only becoming more so.
It still kind of is today, and I totally understand why, but I really want to normalize that because a lot of people, and I'm really passionate about this, myself included, are missing out on an opportunity that could actually change their entire lives, potentially even save their lives, such as myself, simply because they don't feel that multi-level marketing is an option for them or a safe bet for them. I want to normalize it because it's literally just an online retail job. If you have anxiety, if you want to travel, if you don't have time to work a retail job because you're in school, if you have a full-time job but would like extra money on the side, this is an amazing opportunity. The issue being that it's not cool in society to do something like this because of its history. Network marketing in the past made people go broke, made people go bankrupt. These companies scammed people into it. You would join this company, buy all this inventory, and then be roped into payments every month. You'd be on the hook for everything. People had to get lawyers to get out of these things. I want to normalize it. Monat is 6 years old. Literally 6 years old. We're new. We're the new kids on the block. We have never partaken in anything like that. We completely reworked and redesigned network marketing. We're the disruptors in the industry. I said no to this company 7 times. But once all of my questions were answered, am I going to lose money? There's no physical way to lose money with Monat. Am I going to have to pay a monthly fee? No.
I'm going to assume that this is a disingenuous technicality here because the money that you lose will technically be in exchange for products, which is why she specifically said there's no monthly fee. And that's not unique to Monat. Her statement, if it applies to Monat, applies to every other MLM. I'm pretty sure none of the current MLMs have a straight up monthly fee that you have to pay, like just a fee that you have to pay. It's always a required amount of purchases from the MLM in order to stay active or to start up the business. And the product purchases are how the MLM launders the cash to avoid being labeled as a pyramid scheme. You're losing money because the products aren't valuable. The quantities you'll personally buy in order to rank up and maintain your rank are excessive. The products are too expensive. The Huns for Monat have to have 200 in personal volume every month, which is $200, or they're considered inactive and they receive no compensation. The 200 PV, it can be their personal purchases, or it can be someone in their downline purchasing something, or it can be from retail sales, which I don't believe. But the point is, the term personal volume creates a cover. The company and the consultants can deny that they're required to make $200 of purchases every month and to stay active, because hypothetically $200 in retail sales would count, even though that almost definitely never happens. I can assure you.
Am I going to have to pay a monthly fee? No. Am I going to have to purchase something every month? No. Am I going to be on the hook for money? No, 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 no. You take this on because you want to enhance your life. You want to enhance your lifestyle, and it's the exact same as anybody working a retail job. It's literally just online. I guess I had been asked several times.
No. That is not retail. People working in retail have a guaranteed income, and they don't ever have to buy a single thing from their employer, ever. They do not have to buy anything, and they are guaranteed a paycheck. Also, second point, I'm a warehouse manager. That's online retail. You do not do online retail. Next.
To join a company called Monat. I was cold messaged a lot, and I don't really agree with cold messaging. I feel that it's really scammy and gives network marketing and multi-level marketing a really bad rap. And then I was offered Monat by a girl named Liv. Liv came at me in a totally different light. She was very much on my same page. She was like, you look like you travel, you look like you want to work online, but if you don't,
you look like you travel, you look like you want to work online, probably describes 86% of the population. Also, it's a little bit of flattery. Come on.
And I was super interested in that. Once she ran me through the company, I was in. People asking me to join for $388 or $250 or whatever and buy this box. I was like, that's literally a scam. Why would I do that? The difference between us and other companies is that it's literally the same as a uniform, like you would have to buy for any job. Any retail job that you get into, you have to buy a uniform.
I don't know who is telling these people this, but you do not have to buy a uniform for most jobs. And in most cases, it is illegal for an employer to require you to purchase a specific uniform, especially a uniform from that employer. Nobody. Every job that I've had, my uniform was absolutely free from when I was 16 years old until now. The uniform is free. Free. Who is telling these people that you have to buy a uniform? No, you don't have to buy a uniform. Ridiculous. I don't know where they get this idea. I really don't.
% off. And as soon as Liv explained it to me like that, I felt a lot more comfortable putting down money on products, because it was literally just try the products out for a full 30 days and see if you like the products. That's the difference between Monat and a pyramid scheme, and like even honestly multi-level marketing in the past. Like Monat, I thought I was going to lose money in. I thought there was going to be more money put in than ever coming out. And that's the history of network marketing.
It's also the present of network marketing, because 99% of consultants lose money. Also, most of them offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. But just because someone offers a 30-day money-back guarantee doesn't mean that it is as easy to obtain as it sounds on paper. YouTube and Reddit are full of horror stories about ex Beachbody, ex LuLaRoe, all of these people who leave these companies. They try to get a money back guarantee, get the money back on that guarantee, and it's not so easy, and they never receive their money back.
Why I want to normalize this is because Monat is literally just an online retail job.
No, it is not. Do you know how much time associates at those retail stores spend trying to get more people to work there? Approximately 0 seconds. Do you know how much time associates at those stores spend telling people that their store is not a pyramid scheme? Approximately 0 seconds. Do you know about how much time the associates at those stores get paid for what they're doing when they're at the store at work? Every single second. Every single second they get paid for it.
Comfort of my own home, in sweatpants, on my bed, in my room, and this changed my life. I didn't go to school, so I don't have a degree. I don't have any business skills. I didn't know how to create my own product and create my own business, and I had no money to work with. I was literally broke. I was really in a really low place, and Monat offered me creative control, time freedom, working on my own schedule, and literally when I got down to the basis of it, it's just retail online. It's exactly the same as working at Aritzia. It's exactly the same as working at any of those types of stores, but online. A lot of people literally just sell the products. They don't recruit. They don't involve themselves in anything like that. They just sell the products. You're still able to make bonuses. You're still able to even go on free trips. So a lot of companies have free trips and they're like, oh, how many people did you have to scam into the company to get on that trip? Not true. One of our trips every single year is based completely on personal volume. So you can earn a free trip based on your personal sales. So not ever a requirement to recruit. There's never a quota that I have to hit, which means that I don't have to partake in a lot of scammy money grabs that a lot of people have to partake in because they're on the line for money. So a lot of people feel they need to cold message. They need to make ranks happen. They need to make promotions happen because they're on the line for money if they don't. In Monat, that never happens.
Now she's contradicting herself. Didn't she just say earlier that she was cold messaged 7 times by Monat consultants? So what was going on there? What do you think possessed them to cold message you other than a financial interest? You said it happened 7 times. Now you say it never happened. So what's the deal? Which is it? Huh?
Never going to be on the line for money. So you can take as long as you want to rank up or to promote out or to make more money or to enhance your bonus check or to never make money at all. Hey, a lot of people sign up and just keep the 30% off discount for life. Why wouldn't you, right? There's no need to sell. There's no obligation to sell. Okay, I want to normalize this across the board. No obligation to sell. Another thing. A lot of people think when they come into this company, I want them under me because they'll never be able to pass me and their numbers will just become my numbers and I will make all the money off of them. That's not how Monat works. When you come into Monat, you're opening your own franchise, basically. Online franchising, you are running your own business.
Online franchising makes no sense whatsoever. The point of a franchise is you have different geographical locations for a product or service that happens in person. From a business or economic standpoint, online franchising is nonsensical. There is no need for a franchise online because customers can just go to a single website without having to go to different variations of the same thing. That'd be more expensive. There'd be more costs associated with having multiple websites for the same website. That doesn't make any sense. You need people to join because they are all required to either spend $200 on Monat or get other people to pay $200, which they probably never do. And companies tend to like getting more money. It's not that complicated. It's really not.
You can make more money than me. I am obligated to train you. Your numbers will go towards my volume. My volume does not become my paycheck, if that makes sense. It contributes to my paycheck to incentivize training. This is a lot of the time in network marketing, training was not incentivized, recruiting was incentivized. We've de-incentivized recruiting and incentivized training so that people, when they come into it, actually have the support and tools that they need to succeed in the business. So that it's not just, you sign up, I make a huge bonus and I take on with my day. I don't need to train you. It's more like you sign up and then the work begins. My paycheck is...
No, it contributes to your volume to encourage more product purchases by downlines to keep fresh cash flowing into the company. Training has absolutely nothing to do with it. And what do you know? you haven't even been a Monat consultant for 2 years yet. So I don't want to get trained by you. You don't seem like you know anything. Ridiculous.
My paycheck is made up of a lot of different things so that people can't just sit there at the top and keep getting promoted out because their downlines are doing all the work. I think that that's really the fear when people come into network marketing companies, is that they're going to come in, they are going to do really well, and their upline is going to make all the money. I will be very honest with you, people in my downline have made more money than me in months. There are people at the top of the company, top income earners, their uplines are far below them, and it all kind of comes out in the wash. So really and truly...
But there's still uplines and downlines. So they're still making commission off of you, even if the total was not larger than yours. You will never become the upline to your upline. Your upline will always be your upline. You will always be under someone, no matter what. That's the way that MLMs work.
Your hard work will be going to you specifically, and you alone. If I don't have as strong of a business as you, you will make more money than me. That is what I love about Monat. It means that I work for myself and I can make as much money as I want to make.
I always hear them say this, I can make as much money as I want to make. Really? Whatever you're making right now is all the money that you want. If not, why don't you go ahead and make it then? Huh? I
go to my upline, but that doesn't mean that my upline is going to make more money than me at the end of the day.
No, it just means it's very likely.
That is freaking key, guys. I feel like nobody wants to sign up to something where all of their hard work is going to make somebody else a paycheck. That's so bullshit. In this, you literally work hard. If your upline isn't working, you pass them. You run further, you make more money, you're growing. This is truly you running your own business, which is insane to me. That really was my biggest thing. So I want to talk about recruiting. Recruiting is the reason that I do this full time. And a lot of people kind of tilt their head like, huh?
Wait a minute. Can we do that? Huh? So it is a pyramid scheme.
Into this and they're scared of recruiting. I was scared of becoming a salesperson. Like, I personally, my learning curve was selling the products because I never wanted to feel like I was selling to anybody. I reached out to everybody about recruiting them to the business. Recruiting was a huge part of my business because I was like, why would anybody want to pass this up? People would come to me about the products and I'd be like, you should sign up for the business. Like, I would sell them on Market Partner because I'm like, well, you can make money then. And then your products are free. Why wouldn't you do that? Like, I literally don't even care about my paycheck at the end of the day. I was just like, it's going to make more sense for you if you're using the products to just sell the products. There's no obligation to run a full business out of it. You can if you want, but you don't have to, so you might as well. So I was selling Market Partner all over the place. That box that you get 50% off, you get 30% off for life. You can make as much money as you want. There's no obligation to sell. I'm literally like, it's a no-brainer. Everybody should do this. And I was telling everybody, but again, a lot of my friends were like, no, like that's just like not cool to do. My parents have always warned me about network marketing and like multi-level marketing, and that's a scheme, that's a scam. Blink twice. I got a couple messages saying like blink twice if you need help out of the pyramid scheme that you're in. And I was like,
those people are my hero.
I said no to this company 7 times before joining. I absolutely did not need this in my life. I joined this because I felt it was going to enhance my life. And then I realized the magnitude of what I could actually do with this company. I'm now going on a free trip. I am almost up for my free car. I can't even drive yet.
But I would be careful the way that you say it. I would say I earned a Motor Club bonus toward my Cadillac.
Because that's what it is.
Rather than saying, Monat gave me a free car. Monat didn't give you a free car. You're not a Monat employee. We are helping you pay for a Cadillac that sets you apart and that recognizes your rank.
It's just really, really funny and also validating to hear someone high up say this.
Thank you, Savannah Marie, for breaking into that compliance webinar. That's yum 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 yum. Also, if she can't even drive yet, she's going to get screwed on that lease because she clearly does not understand probably how expensive cars are. Not to mention like the insurance, the lease payment, and it's in your name. So, hook, line, sinker, check.
Full-time job. I haven't gone into a job in over a year. All because of a scam. It's not a scam, guys. Normalize it so that more people can feel comfortable getting into this. That's why I want to normalize it, because this company saved my life. It literally saved my life. If I wasn't in this company, I don't know where I would be. I wouldn't have even a quarter of the goals that I have right now. I wouldn't have any of the friends that I've made.
That is true. You wouldn't have those friends without Monat. They're only your friends because of it. You won't have any of those friends if you leave.
I wouldn't have any of the support, the free training. The company offers free training. Wouldn't know any of that. And I know that we were canceled in the 80s. I canceled network marketing in the 80s too.
Were you alive in the 1980s? I wasn't alive in the 1980s. You look younger than me. Whatever.
Fuck network marketing, fuck multi-level marketing, fuck it all. It's canceled. Straight up. People were losing so much money. People were having to sue the companies, all this sort of stuff. Monat is so different. We're literally disrupting the industry. Other network marketing companies are watching how we're doing things and going, shit, they are blowing the fuck up. We're blowing up because we have an amazing product. We care about sustainable footprints. We're a B Corp certified company and we're young. We're a young company with free fucking training.
Okay, it's illegal to pay for training. Most companies pay you during training. Furthermore, it's really not free training. You have to buy the products, ostensibly so that you can get to know them and how to use them. That's training. And it's a few $100s more than I've ever had to pay. Do you know how many products from my current employer I've purchased? 0, none, ever. It's a good product. It's just not something that I enjoy, and that's fine. It's just personal preference.
Free training. So look, if you truly want to work online, if you truly want to change your life, this is an option for you. Ask somebody that's been a part of it for nearly 2 years and is making their full ass income from it. I said no 7 times, and imagine if I had said no again. Imagine, I would be crying before my shifts every single day. I would have no savings. I would still be in debt. There would be no way for me to bump up my paycheck every single month the way that I need to. And I wouldn't have traveled the way that I have in the past year.
I was a fucking pharmacist and I cried before my shifts.
No, my life would be so fucking different if I had said no and listened to all the assumptions that I heard other people talking about. As soon as I listened to somebody that was in the company, I found out the truth. And I joined.
This is such an important point here. There are times where this line of reasoning would be valid. However, it's not valid when the person in the company has a major financial interest in getting you to join. That's what we call bias. And it's a good way to approach almost any big decision in your life to ask yourself, does this person have a financial or political gain to benefit from by getting me to believe whatever they're trying to convince me of? They could still be right, but you need to consider what could be biasing them and motivating their reasoning. They might not even be lying. They might actually believe it, and they've just convinced themselves of it, and they want to convince you of it too because they stand to gain from it. Ugh.
Immediately, I was like, I have to join this company. I have to be a part of this movement. I just want to normalize this across the board because this is the truth about the company. This is the truth about the company that I work for. That's the tea. If you have any questions at all, just message me. I have no problem answering any of your questions. You can come to me with the thickest of fucking questions. I also have a video called Top 10 Myths About Monat. Talks about a bunch of different shit that you might be wondering about, but literally just come to me with any of your questions because I love giving the tea. So thanks, guys.
Several points, and then I'll conclude. First of all, she is ruining the word tea. Second of all, I'm so glad she got that last fuck and last literally in there. Third of all, I was trying to figure out, you guys, did you get the sense that she wanted to like normalize something? I couldn't really tell. Do you think she did? I think she might have. I have trouble figuring out whether this woman is being knowingly disingenuous, intentionally disingenuous, or if she's being honest and she has simply just fallen for everything and drank the entire pitcher of Kool-Aid. I'm tempted to go with the latter. Either way, this video is a textbook example of the income claims that are evidently still rampant even after the FTC's warning letter and Monat's little compliance webinar that was kind of half-assed. It's also an open and shut case on Monat being a pyramid scheme because she stated herself that she routinely actively dissuaded retail sales in favor of recruitment. That's a pyramid scheme, and that's the definition of a pyramid scheme. I've been Mac. Peace out. Bye.
We'll be right back.